Let's talk about the queen.
Hey,
GOAT. Let's talk about the GOAT.
Sunday night boxing.
The
Hey,
GOAT.
you need to make that a thing. Sunday night boxing needs to be a thing on the regular.
GOAT. So, Miss Shields. Do you tell she came out with Papoose though? That kind of threw me off. I'm like, Yodi. Yo.
Hey, they said we're gonna do. Hey, they was in Flint, Michigan, so
Hey.
I don't know if you saw the crowd.
No, I've been building onto this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know where we at?
Before,
You know
we
where
went
we
up,
at.
we talked about the crowd, but like, yo, yeah, they
Black
came
History
out.
Month.
He was
Black
wearing,
History Month. We had a drummer. We had
he was
a.
wearing his buffs. He knew he was. I think he was wearing buffs. He was wearing some glasses.
We had the
got a
young
Frank
actress. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the young actress who played young Claressa Shields did the national anthem. So,
Man,
and we had Let the Voices Sing. Let the Voices Sing was the same. So
word? They played the whole.
not the whole. No, we got the first. We got the first verse.
Hey.
Yo, that's dope.
Shout out to Claressa.
Did she bring out the city? That's the real question. Did she bring out the city on a Sunday?
You know, they came out.
Monday. People gotta go out on Monday. Like she brought out the city. She's a superstar. She's box office. But I just want to see those numbers so we could argue, or not argue, but like have conversations with some of these fighters that think they're prime time, who fight on ESPN, thinking like, I fought on ESPN. I made the most. I don't want to talk about the fighter right now, but I had the most look.
So let's hit some points here. So she becomes undisputed at heavyweight. Okay. All right.
Right.
So this is her third weight class that she's become undisputed at. I don't know if this is for certain, but I'm pretty sure. Does she hold all those belts simultaneously, or like I don't know?
She's holding two. It was another division. I believe she's holding two of the undisputed titles simultaneously.
So there's that.
You can, yeah, because isn't that what Usyk wants to do right now?
Correct.
He wants to go back down and
cruiserweight.
Yeah.
This was a very tall task for her. I mean, quite literally, 6'2", 200-pound woman. She thought that the weight limit was 175.
Okay, how does that happen? Like honestly, what I'm like, things are in black and white once you sign contracts. So they're in black and white.
Is it the promotional company? I don't know.
Yeah, that's bad. That was tough to hear, honestly.
Yeah,
that was. Yeah, somebody needs to iron out those details for real.
We got another comment here. What we got?
You see any comments?
She went viral, but can't compare women's boxing to men's.
Ooh.
Oh no,
I'm gonna show that.
Not right now. Yeah. women's boxing is on its way to new heights. What women's boxing can have a major headline is an undercard like we saw last night.
So
it was terrible. So that has to be supported.
Those undercards.
Shields, when we have her event, we know she's gonna show out and bring out good talent, so boxing fans can, anticipate the main event.
So here's the problem with that. So number one, I think this was her toughest test. Like I was about to say, a significant weight advantage, significant height advantage on her opponent. Length, okay. Her opponent had a wide stance, and I was generally concerned about Claressa becoming overconfident and letting her hands go, and being susceptible to catching one of those big shots just from
getting clipped.
Yeah,
Claressa was sharp, extremely sharp.
Sharp.
And one thing I can appreciate about her, she seemed to have, as time goes on and gets even better.
Yeah.
The skills get sharper, the confidence grows even more. And she really wasn't at risk A lot of times, the knockdown late in the fight was a slip with a straight right hand, and that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful, and it was.
And I got even more nervous when she went to the shoulder roll. So I'm like, but it proved to be a calculated trap that she set. So
I think she was comfortable with this opponent, and to be honest, like you said, physically, the Danielle Perkins is the opponent, right? She looked like she was gonna impose herself on Claressa, and in all actualness,
the activity wasn't
Ivana
there.
Macho did a way better job with Miss Shields than that opponent did. It looked like Claressa knew how to handle that person, knew how to find her angles. It was yes, it was heavyweight, big opponent, but still, it was just she was just a ring general. She controlled that whole thing. She looks so good. I won't lie to you. She looks so good.
Also,
she looks so good.
Also, the third round where she had her wobbled, I was explaining. I said, this is the gift and the curse. It's a double-edged sword when it comes to women's boxing because there's too many rounds, and so when she's giving flurries and okay, here's the rounds over. Okay, you escape, but now you got her hurt in the third, and now it's only 2 minutes, so you don't have enough time to actually take her out.
Get out of there.
Because that fight could have been over in the third.
if Claressa goes to the body and does not headhunt, the fight's over. She didn't need it. So when she had her days, you go to the body, then go right back to the head. The fight is over. And
right.
I think it's in the fighter you want to hunt, you want to kill. So you're aiming for that head, but that body will make him fall, man. I really wanted her to get the stop. I really wanted her to get and she wanted it too. She wanted it too, and I really feel like that was
I felt like I was thinking that it was going to be a solar plex shot just because
the height, the target that target area was a big target for her.
Facts.
But, Strap, you had a question about the referee Strap?
Yeah. Okay. So like the two gentlemen here, LT and Cam G, they saw the fight. I could not watch it live because it was late, and I watched the highlights and I saw the activity from the referee, and I think the referee could have stopped that fight a little bit earlier than most, because the other opponent, Perkins, looked to have been off her campus or marbles with earlier than the knockdown, and I could see her eyes roll back with the exchange and the clinch, and the referee just let that thing go on until the bell rang. And am I wrong for seeing that, or was I? Because I didn't see the full fight.
So there's some irony here, right? So in my head, I seen the co-main, quote unquote, and I said, why is Steve Wilkes not doing the main event?
Yes, he's much more experienced.
Where they tackled the dude out of the ring.
That was Steve Wilkes refereeing that fight.
And so that's also the ironic part about this is because he probably should have stopped that fight around.
He should have stopped it because there were unanswered shots. These were like straight ping, 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 and then clinch. And I'm like, that girl is not okay. That clinch is survival, and after the clinch broke, I think the bell rang. And then when they came back, there was that big shot that kind of turned the lights off, and she kind of like went, knees down and head. Like I'm like, oh no, that's damage right there. You gotta just take an executive decision. Even with the clinch, I could see Claressa was lifting her up, kind of like keeping her. It was not like a full real.
Well, clinch. There's also a doctor there, so I mean, I can't put even though that ref shouldn't have been doing that fight. I don't, there's also a doctor there.
We've seen fights being stopped with unresponsive. We've seen the second Wilder Fury where Wilder was like, I can keep going. No, you're not all right. You're not all right. Like I can see you're not all right. Like I don't care if you're clinching. I don't care. You just not in. You're not here with us right now. So relax.
It's referee discretion.
Yeah. So tell me this. this is this where the WWE got this rule from, the double count out? Because this is my first time seeing it in professional boxing, where
But
two men are
it
outside of the ring.
was
There's a 15 count, and the first guy that gets back into the ring is the winner. Like
that was crazy.
that was secondhand embarrassment.
I never seen that
this,
in my
hey,
life.
this is coming off of the
That
same
was
season,
crazy.
coming off the same season where we seen a fair catch free kick in the NFL. Hey, what's on your
Yeah,
bingo card for 2025?
right. No, man, that was extremely embarrassing. And I actually chewed my guys out today for their performance because I said you will not go on TV and be out of shape. I
Facts.
swear for
Bro,
God, you will
you
not
need,
do boxing that way. You will be in shape, and you will never look like what we just saw
Like,
last
you need to
night.
show them
And
that
that
one,
guy's a
and
former
the
golden
Ben,
national champion.
The Ben Whitaker, and that one. Those are the two. I'm like, yo, and I watched the Ben Whitaker one where
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
the Ben
know.
Whitaker one, and
They
then that
fell
one.
out the ring, but it wasn't the same. It was.
But you could tell
This
Ben
was
Whitaker
different.
was getting the bing bang boom boom, and he was
This
just like,
was
"Yo, let me end this one real fast. Let me
this was
we
the
clinch and then
sloppy.
turn it." Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yo,
Man,
uncles
That
fighting
was
in the backyard, falling into a car,
yeah,
and
man.
they both
I
getting
just
hurt.
think, yeah, you got to do a better job of matchmaking underneath. Like, give. I hate to
Yes,
say it, but
oh man,
Perkins wasn't a huge name, so you got to get somebody like at least like
that's
a
hilarious.
Blair Klopp or a AB on the undercard. You got to have some kind of sideshow
something,
factor.
something.
Yeah,
Not what we got last night. So Sunday boxing, yes, good undercard. We did not have that. We need good undercard matchups.
Facts.
mhm.
Facts.
All right. I think we kind of drained that one for.
Yeah, but a salute to the goat, and I want to see what her numbers look like. Like I said earlier, so these are like bargaining chips when we. I'm not saying we, but when fighters, you know, can control that narrative with promoters and say, hey, nah, you're not gonna, I am, first of all, I'm a woman and I'm black and I'm selling out like this. So pay me like the dudes. Cause apparently I was Googling and that could be wrong. Forgive me, I'm not pocket checking, but $100,000 for this fight. She's a superstar. Like she deserves to at least 8 figures. I don't know, but I don't know about anybody's worth, but I'm just saying
Approaching 200,000. Was that just ticket sales? Was that the gate?
I think that was the initial, just straight
That's the
up.
gate. So, all
Right. We'll
right.
have to see what comes
What
out,
the numbers are
what the
because
guaranteed. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Miss Shields needs to be. She's box office. Like that girl has been putting in work for a long time. I think she should touch. She should touch a ticket plus at least $1 million plus for her. Just she is the best woman fighter that we have. Like she needs to be in millions. Like not 100,000, 200,000. I mean, and I'm not the moral police here trying to equalize everything. I don't know what the business is, but I feel from her stardom, she is bigger than a lot of these male fighters that get more money.
We just have to hope that she inspires a generation of female fighters behind her, and a rising tide lifts all boats. So it'll be the next generation to reap the benefits of what she's doing right now. It probably won't be her,
She's a
Right.
unfortunately.
Hey,
That's what happens.
she's a
That's
legend.
what happens when you're a pioneer.
She's a
And a
legend.
revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta keep that fight going. You may not see the victory, but there is victory in your progress.
Facts.
Push that shit.
All right,
Here
let's
we
go.
go.